I just want to encourage somebody today to trust God with your finances. Like, the Lord will not fail you. When you obey Him, in Malachi chapter 3, verse 10, it talks about how we're supposed to bring our 10% into the storehouse. And it says, when you do this, He will open up the windows of heaven, pour you out a blessing that there will not be room enough to receive. But if you read the New Living Translation, the last sentence says, try it, put me to the test. I know a lot of us believers struggle with this sometimes because we don't see the importance of it at times, or sometimes we just like, you know what, God, you know my heart. I got these bills that I got to pay. But if we truly trust God, if we truly view Him as Jehovah Jireh, we have to be willing to release what was already His to begin with. Like, our finances are not ours. The Lord is the one that blessed us with the ability to make the money that we make. So why not give back to Him? And it's not even about the money. It's about the obedience. The Bible tells us that obedience is better than sacrifice. And that's all the Lord wants, is just our obedience and our willingness to obey Him. So a few months ago, I was wavering in this because I'm like, Lord, I have this expensive stuff that I got to pay coming up. And I was holding on to my money. I did not pay tithes for 2 weeks. And the Lord convicted me about that. And He was like, you're not trusting me how you're supposed to. And not only was I not trusting Him, I was hustling to make even more money without including Him in my plans. And the Lord was like, you are overworking yourself. You're doing way more than I even asked you to do. And you tiring yourself out just because you won't hand it over to me and trust me with your finances. So the next week, I'm like, okay, with this paycheck, I'm going to trust you, Lord. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give my 10%. The minute that I did it, I heard the Lord say, that's all I needed. He said, that's all I needed. And then following that, He said, money is about to come your way. So I'm like, am I hearing this right? Like, you didn't speak to me about finances all this time. You didn't tell me no money was coming my way anytime before this. So why would I be getting money now? But it was the obedience. The Lord gave me the revelation after the fact. He was waiting on my obedience for Him to, like He said, open up the windows of heaven and pour me out a blessing. Like, the Lord was waiting for that, and He waits for our obedience for Him to move. Like, if He can't trust you with the little house, He's going to trust you with more. So sometime within the next 2 weeks, when the bill that I had coming up was about to be due, I get an email on my work computer that we're about to get cash awards. And I'm like, cash awards? Like, I didn't even know my job did cash awards. It was completely out the blue. And I was reminded, like, wait, the Lord told me some money was coming in, and He had it all lined up this whole time. When I was deciding to take that step of obedience and tithe that day, they were already calculating what each individual person's cash award was going to be based on their performance reviews. I had no clue. So imagine what my disobedience could have done to the amount that I would have got back. So fast forward, when I get my check, I'm like, this is more than I even needed. It's exactly when I needed it. And it covered everything that I was worried about and concerned about. And the Lord just made me realize, like, all the days that I was spending hustling and trying to make that amount of money, He gave me all of that without even having to tire myself out the way that I was doing it. And it took that one step of obedience. So I just hope that this will encourage somebody else to put God to the test. Like, these bills that we have, the Lord said this stuff is so small. Like, you're worried about this, and I'm all the way over here trying to bless you with something else. Like, the Lord's will is never for us to tire ourselves out or overwork ourselves to be rich. We got so caught up in the hustle culture that we forgot that God would have never told us to do that, because honestly, the hustle culture is literally taking away the time that we could be spending with God. I hope that really encourages somebody and helps somebody to just trust God a little bit more. Like, He has it all worked out already. He will not lead you to a place just to fail. He will not do that. He will not forsake you. He will not let your bills go unpaid. God will always make a way when you lay everything down and tell Him, like, Lord, I trust you. Like, your obedience can take you a long way in this walk with God.